Welcome friends, this is Loli. Today's video is part of the Third Thursday Thrift Flip opening by collaboration. So I'm going to bring you 3 beautiful thrift flips. Let's go ahead with the first inspiration. For this one, I'll be using this frame that I got from my local thrift shop for $1. I'm removing all of the backing and removing that glass. I'm putting the glass to the side. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to come in with my sanded block. And I'm just sanding off any rough edges, and I'm going to remove that sticker as well and sand it off to make sure I have none of that residue from the glue. And once I'm happy with my surface, I'm going to come in with the moss color here from Waverly, and I'm going to give this a nice coat with it, front and back, as you see there. Then here I'm going to use the backing that I used before, and I painted it with that Kills blue color. And now I'm going to use my Rust-Oleum chalk paint and chiffon cream, and I painted this thankful word from Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to distress it a bit just to give this a little bit more interest. Then I removed all the dust using a small brush, making sure to get into the nook and crannies. So I'm ready for the next part. I'm going to take some of these rubber trampers from Dollar Tree, and we are going to add them in random places on top of this word. Here I'm just double checking to see where I want them placed. First I thought I could put the whole sheet on and then rub it on, but I didn't want my pumpkins to be like halves here and there, and it would just look a little messy. So I decided to just find pumpkins that will fit whole in different parts of this thankful word. So that's what I did. Here I did it this way. Then I decided, you know what, let me just cut off the ones that I want to use, because I had here one instance in which one of the ones that I did not rub on ended up sticking and cutting one of my pumpkins in half, and it wasn't looking any cute anymore. So here you see me how I cut each individual little pumpkin off and rub them all in different sections where they will fit the best. My friends, I just want to pause really quickly to say thank you so much for clicking on my videos, and for my subscribers, thank you so much for all your support. Your support truly means the world to me, and I really appreciate you. Thank you. And friends, this is how my thankful word was looking. It was just perfect, not too crowded, and I love how muted the colors are. So now here I'm coming back in and adding that paper and that cardboard that came with this piece after I had painted it. As you see there, I had added some blue to it, and here I'm repositioning the hook from the top to the side so I'm able to put it on there. And this is one way that I decided to do it. I was like, I didn't like it how it looked like. So I'm taking this sun-kissed peach color from Apple Barrel, and I'm just going to like dry brush it using a chip brush on the entire surface. And I like this soft color here much better. Then I'm just going to add it onto my borders you see there, just making sure that I added everything back in. I had a couple pieces of the backing there that held the backing together fall off, so I'm just repositioning things right there. And now we are going to add some hot glue to the back of this word, and I'm going to glue it onto this. Friends, if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and give me a great big thumbs up. And if you truly love it, I hope you consider subscribing. And if you do, make sure you hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you each time that I upload a new video. This is all free, and it means the world to me. Alright, so if you see right here, this was a little bit shaky when I put the picture frame down. The word just stooped down like you see there. So what I did is I pushed everything back up, and I'm going to use some hot glue and some popsicle sticks to keep this in place. So what I did is I pushed all the backing up, so I will have that space in between the word and the frame. And then I added hot glue in that space in the bottom. And I took a half of a popsicle stick and cut it in half, but like long ways. We'll see here in a second exactly what I mean. And I just wedged it in there just to make sure that I had something to prop it up. So you see right there how I took the popsicle stick and I just snapped it right there. You see how I cut it into two and put them back to each other like that and stuck it right in there. And I repeated that twice with two different pieces of popsicle sticks. And this is what it was looking like. But I wanted it a little bit different. So I came back in and added some of this agave color from Waverly. I just did a dry brush over it. I did want the green to peek through the end there as well. You see I just made a dry brush on the side and the front, just leaving some of that green show through. And then let it dry. Look how cute that looks. I love this color, guys. I repositioned my piece back into it again, and this is what this version looked like. And I love them both. I don't know, I was going more for the blues for my decor this year. You let me know which one of these was your favorite. If you would have left the green or the blue is your favorite. All right, guys. So today's video is part of a Third Thursday Thrift Flip opening by collaboration, which is hosted monthly by Elizabeth from Rustic Chicks Designs, Tammie from the Rusted Willow, and I have the honor of being the co-host this month. I am so honored that you guys asked me for this. These creators are amazing, guys. You got to make sure to check out their channels and the playlist. I'm going to be linking both the playlist and the links to their channels in my description box below, and I'll be putting the link to the playlist on the comments as well. Make sure you head on over and you show them some love. All right, friends, here is the next inspiration. For this one, I decided to use this little basket I got from $1. I got so lucky with these guys. $1 for this thrift shop too. So it's going to be an easy one. What I did is I took this chiffon cream color from Rust-Oleum and I gave this a nice, actually I gave it two nice thick coats of it. Here especially because I needed to cover up all those little black dots that this came with, and I just try to make the layers kind of even. Then I came in with my scraper, and as you see there, I just removed most of the paint, revealing that distressed look. I love this effect, guys, and everything is nice and smooth, and all the crevices are filled with the paint, and I don't know, I just love the effect that this gives it. This was my first time trying it. I've seen other people scrape the paint onto their pieces. I did the opposite because I wanted a lot of paint on it. So once that dried, I just came in with some of these sunflowers from Dollar Tree and one of these pumpkins. I wasn't sure if I was going to use the green or the blue, but I went with the blue because I'm using that this year. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with blue this year. I'm obsessed with blue in general, but this year for fall. And then I came in with some of my ribbon. This is a turquoise ribbon I usually use for Easter, but this color again, I love it. So I added a bow with this. I'm just doing, as you see there, just crisscross applesauce awareness bow and making sure I have enough ribbon for my tails. And then here I'm just scrunching it up in the middle, and I'm going to just tie it with a piece of jute cord. Once my bow was ready, I just glued it there at an angle at the top of my basket handle. And then I took another piece of the same ribbon that I used to make this bow to cover up the jute cord and secure this even better to the handle. And that is it for this one. You'll see it in detail in the final reveal. The next inspiration is even simpler. I used this flat basket that I got at my local thrift shop for $1 again, guys. This is like dollar products. Then I took one of these wood rounds that I got, not wood round, MDS rounds from Dollar Tree, remove the hanger from there, and I'm going to also remove the little bow that comes with it. It's hot glued, so I just heat up the glue and remove the bow and scrape off the excess glue as well by heating the glue off until it was completely off my surface. Then I'm going to come in with some, well, I guess it was harder for me to do this. I should have cut everything out of here, guys, but I'm sorry about that. All right, so now we are going to remove that sticker, and I added a nice generous amount of hot glue in the back of it, and we are going to position this right in the middle of this basket. All right, so now we are going to take the same hanger that came with this Dollar Tree sign, and I'm threading some Dollar Tree beads that came from a package that they had with multiple colors during the Easter season. And I'm using only the tan colors from that packet. Actually, this is multiple packets. I just have it in like a container. But anyway, once my hanger was ready, and I used 11 beads to do this, I am going to thread those little plastic pieces from the hanger through the sides of my basket to create a new way of this hanging. And I just made sure that it was a part where it was nice and tight. Then I used the same ribbon that I used for the previous DIY and created a nice bow for this. So here I'm going to do a double loop bow, and I'm just crisscrossing it in different directions until I get two nice fluffy loops on each side. Then I cut off my excess ribbon right there, making sure that everything is nice and symmetrical. I took that piece of raffia that they had with the bow on the sign, and I used it to tie the middle of my bow right there for that. Once I cut off that excess, well, first I fluffed it up as you see right there. Then I cut off that excess raffia off of it, and we are going to glue this bow to my sign right there, right where the other bow was, and it also covered those holes that the sign left behind. And then I took another bead, and I'm going to cut it in half using my snips. And once that was cut in half, I added some hot glue to it, and I glued it right to the center of my bow right there. And that is it for this one, guys. Look how cute that came out. It's simple, yet so beautiful. And here we go with the final reveal. This is the first sign. This is the second version, and I have done it on green first, and I decided that I wanted blue with a hint of green. And look at the basket. I love how cute this came out, guys. I think this one is my favorite. And like I told you, the blue is my color this year for fall. And these are just adorable. Don't forget to let me know what you think of these. My friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. And don't forget to visit my friends in the playlist. And if you would like to watch some more of my videos, here's a suggestion, and you can binge away with this playlist. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You are awesome. Bye.